I made a post on Rich Talk page, and it's basically stating, right, that it's not gonna happen when you want it to, but when it's supposed to. So never give up. So basically, in that statement, what I believe is that a lot of times you want something, and God feel like you're not ready for it, or you might get it and mess it up, or it's just not the right time. It's just too much going on. You might not pay attention to it. Now it's just not the time for this. So I feel like when God feels like you're ready, hold on. I feel like when God feel like you're ready, and when God feel like it's supposed to happen, that's when it's supposed to happen. A lot of times we like to be in control of everything. A lot of times we like to be ahead of stuff. A lot of times we like to want things now, now, now. A lot of times we don't like to wait for nothing. A lot of times we just see what's in front of us. We don't see later on. We don't see the bigger picture. We don't see that this is just not the time for this. You know, you think like when it don't happen when you expect it to happen, you just think that it's never gonna happen. And most of the time, it's hard to kind of like adapt to that. It's hard to get the mind like, well, it's gonna end up coming anyway. Well, it's gonna end up happening anyway. If you're already kind of stuck in the mindset of because it didn't happen right now, because it's not happening right now, that it's not ever gonna happen. And most of the times that's not really the way that it is, but it feels like that when you're in the moment. It feels like that when you're used to having everything your way. It feels like that when stuff kind of starts to hit the fan and it's like one thing after another. um and it just seems like nothing is going right. Nothing is going the way that you want it to. Nothing is going as planned. um how do you expect me to actually believe that this is going to happen, or that I will actually get this thing that I want, when everything else around me is telling me that I'm not going to get it? And that's where your faith kind of comes into play. Now your faith comes into play, where it's like, okay, you got to have the faith that this is going to come in. You got to have the belief that I got this. I got this. I don't care what's going on around me. I know that, you know what, at the end of the day, it might not be happening right now. I might not have it right now, but I know that I'm going to get it. I don't know when, but I know that it's going to happen for me. And that's when it also comes into play of changing your mindset. So you change your mindset now to be trained to understand that some things don't happen right then and there. Some things aren't as easy as putting in a microwave and it's just done. Some things take time. Some things take more effort. Some things have to happen when um certain people aren't around. Some things have to happen when you actually can have the mind to understand, be in this different stage, this different setting, where you can actually, now you can actually understand it. Now you can actually take the time to, okay, you know what, I got time to think about this now. I got time to look at the bigger picture. I got time to kind of understand it. I got a better view. I have a better understanding of what it is right now, versus when you didn't have the time to, when you were just looking at it from, okay, I'm used to now, I'm used to go, 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 I'm used to getting it when I want to get it, I'm used to having it right now, I'm not used to waiting, I'm not used to actually, okay, it's not happening right now, so it's not going to happen right now, and it's never going to happen. Now I'm at the point where it's like, it is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's not happening right now, but it might happen tomorrow. It might happen next week. It might happen a month from now. It might happen a year from now. You just never know. But you have to have that belief. You have to have that faith. And sometimes it takes for you to go through a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes it takes more than one time. Sometimes it takes more than 3 times. It might take even more than 5 times. But it's going to happen. And it's going to happen when God feel like, okay, you know what to do with this now. You should know, you should be prepared. You went through this a couple of times. You had these trials and errors. You had these mistakes. You had these ups and downs. Or you know what, I might test you right now before I actually give you the actual thing. I'm going to give you a test. I'm going to see if you mess up with this test. And if you mess up with this test, that's how I already really know that you're not ready. So you might have different things that come into place, different things that happen along the way, different things that happen before it starts to come, different things that may seem like blockages, but at the same time, it's just like you're really being tested. And you have to think about it like, I'm really being tested right now. And am I going to lose my cool? Am I going to give up? Am I not going to keep going? Am I not going to keep trying? Am I not going to keep trying to fix it over and over? I'm just going to give up and be like, all right, throw in a towel. I throw in a towel. You won now. Forget it. It's over and done with. Why am I in pull? It's over and done with. I'm just going to throw in a towel. You won. I don't even want to play no more. I don't want nothing to do with it no more. I don't want to try no more. I tried and I tried and tried, and it's just not happening. Oh my God, it's just like, it seemed like it's never going to happen for me. So I just might as well quit. I just might as well give up. And I might as well throw in a towel. I might as well just let you win. I might as well just let you get the last laugh. I might as well just let you take away my dreams. Might as well just let you take away my goals. I might as well just give you. I'm just about to give it to you at this point. Just now I'm giving it to you. I'm just about to give it to you. Give to you. So now you just give it away. Now you don't even having to play at everything that you did, everything that you went through, everything that you did have that was good and positive, even though you had some negative and some bad that came about it too. You're just gonna throw all that away. And that's like one of the worst things you could do is just throw it all away. And you kind of have to take a moment and look at the stuff that you did that actually got you to where you are, even though it's not exactly where you want to be. It's way closer than where you were before. And then you start to look at where you are versus where you were before and be like, you know what, I can actually do this. I can actually keep going. I can actually end up seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. If I just keep on trying, I keep on going, you know what, you might need a break. You might just be like, this is just too much. This is just too much for me. This is just way too much for me right now. Take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. There's nothing wrong with understanding that you might need that time, that you might need to take a breath, take a breather, take a chill pill, take a woosah. We all need a woosah. So there's nothing wrong with taking a break. It's nothing wrong with stopping for a second, but just remember to keep going. And when you have those moments that you want to stop because you might not have what you want right now, you have to think about where you were before. You have to think about, I'm closer. I'm not there yet, but I'm closer than I was before. If I keep going in this direction, I'm probably going to be there sooner than I expect. But if I stop right now and I don't keep trying to move, I don't keep trying to go forward, it's just going to have me stuck in the middle, stuck in a rut. And it's like, I done came all the way from this way and I need to go here, but I'm just going to stop right here because I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, I'm not seeing as much progress as I expected. My thing didn't come to fruition the way that I wanted it to. It's just taking its sweet time. It still didn't get me there. It's just not hitting the way I wanted it to be hitting right now. So I'm just gonna stay right here. Just gonna sit right here. I'm just gonna wait and wait and wait. I'm just gonna stop and just not start again. No, you stay right here. Readjust, readapt, redirect, and you keep going until you feel like you can't no more, until you feel like you can't take it anymore, until you feel like this is the end of the end. Then that's when you could kind of, okay, maybe this thing wasn't for me, maybe things not for me, and try something else, try something different, try it another way, try it in a different form, try it in a different setting. Just that's when you, if you really get to if you really get to that point, that's when you really can stop and say, okay, no, I gotta wait. No, I gotta figure something else out. No, I gotta change the way it is, because it's not going this exact way, and it's really like not going anywhere. Like it hasn't went anywhere in the last couple months, the last couple weeks. Um, then that's when you could kind of, okay, maybe I should try something else. Maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should change the way this is and kind of fix it and make it a little bit better. Or, you know what, I need to try a different one. I'm gonna just move on to my next goal. I'm gonna move on to the next mission that I have on my list. I'll go back to check this other one off my list when I get the time, but I done put in enough trial, enough error, enough mistakes, enough goods, enough bads, and it's just kind of just being a little bit more bad, not going forward, kind of keep going back. That's when you could, okay, then all right, this thing might not happen, but it will happen. It will happen. It will happen for you. And a lot of times it's just going to be like, it's not happening, you just feel it, and you feel it, but when you actually look and you actually take the time to see where you came from, and you actually take into play and you think about it and you just look at everything instead of feeling it, because you know mine do, but at the end of it, it's still like, all right, you're gonna have mood swings. We all have mood swings. That's not nothing new. Happens to the best of us. But at the same time, instead of feeling and actually looking at the outside and looking at your work, looking at the efforts that you made, I don't know if you're into scripting, but if you scripted a lot of it, or if you have videos, or you have ways that you kept track of it. I don't know if you journal or whatever the case may be, but you can look actually, and instead of you feeling and you kind of getting your emotions or getting in your mood about it, you can actually look and see visually what you've done, where you came from, the mistakes, and you can honestly also see the achievements that you made too. Visually seeing it and kind of feeling it is like, I think totally two different things. And I think if you visually look at the things versus keep trying to feel it and kind of in your emotions and in your mood about it, but you actually look at it and it's like, it's gonna happen. Train your mind, train your thoughts, write it down, keep looking at that paper, keep writing it over and over, keep looking at it, keep trying, keep putting the efforts in, keep putting it in. It's going to eventually happen. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen when you least expect it. It's going to happen when you actually are aligned with what it is that you're asking for. And it's going to happen when God feel like you're ready and you least expect it. And that when this thing finally comes in that you want, that you're going to do the right thing with it and you're not going to mess it up. And it's okay if you end up messing it up, because if you end up messing it up, you're gonna have to go through the most. But now you have more experience, but you're still gonna have to go through the most to get this thing over again. And that just goes to show you that you took a test and you failed that test, because now you have to start over. Now you have to do it all over again. And that's not what you wanted to do. But because you got it, you got the thing that you did want, and you messed it up, and you didn't do what you were supposed to do with it, now you're gonna have to start over and do it all again. And you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be pissed because now you gotta do it all over again. And it's gonna be like, what the F? It's gonna feel like, what the F? And you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, right? I used to think like, oh, this is supposed to happen, or that was supposed to happen, or why did this happen? And it's like, you can't question things as much as you want to. I mean, you can question it, but you kind of have to end up coming to the understanding, coming to reality, like, you know what, maybe that wasn't supposed to be for me as much as I wanted it to. Maybe God has something better for me, and I just don't see it right now. Maybe as much as I thought, as much as I kind of was thinking that it was for me and it should happen now, or why did this other thing happen instead of the thing that I really, 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 really wanted to happen. And then you know what? Was that really something that I really, really wanted to happen? Or did I just feel like, or did you just feel like that in the moment? Like this was something that I really, really wanted. This is something that I really, really wanted to happen. And now everything kind of comes into play. Like, you know what? Sometimes that thing wasn't what you wanted. Sometimes that thing wasn't what you needed. Sometimes it wasn't what was best for you. It wasn't what was good for you. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't aligning with you. And you might have felt like, okay, at that moment it wasn't aligning with me because such and such was such and such went together so well. And you know, you think, I got it all figured out. I got it all figured out. So I know what I'm talking about. This was supposed to happen that way. And this was supposed to such and such. And da-da. And that's another thing about control and alignment. Controlling, we're not in control of it. As much as we want to be in control of things, I mean, to a certain extent, we are in control because we can plan, we can set things up, we can put it this way, put it that way. And sometimes you end up changing your mind. Sometimes things end up changing. Sometimes you don't want that anymore. So you kind of want us to have control of that thing, but you don't even want that thing anymore. So the control is kind of out of your hands. And then most of the time, the things we try to control so much end up happening a different way, but a way that we needed it to happen, a way that was better for us, but we don't see that at the same time. We don't see that at that moment and being. And that's where alignment keeps coming into place, because you felt like it was aligned with you. But do you really know you at that moment? Do you really know that, you know, you did want that for yourself, but at the same time, that didn't really align with what God has set up for you? That really didn't align with your real life goals, your long-term goals. That thing really, I mean, it might have been meant to cross your path at the time. It may have happened to teach you a lesson. It might not. It might have been happening to open your eyes up to other stuff. It may have been happening for like so many different reasons, and you don't know that at the moment because we can't see 10 years from now, we can't see 20 years from now. But that thing didn't really align with your path. That thing didn't really sit well with the version of you that will be in 10 years, the version of you that will be in 5 years, the version of you that will be in 20 years. It really didn't. So you kind of dodged, you know, bullet. You kind of went a certain way. You kind of got maneuvered to a certain different area for a reason. It kind of ended up making you go to a different area, to a different highway, to a different town, to a different city, because later on it wasn't going to align and click with what I had set up for you. And at the time, you see it, you hear it, but you don't really want to believe it. You don't really kind of want to hear what people are saying or what somebody is saying in like a higher up way, in a way of, it wasn't meant for you, it's not for you, I got something better. When you're in a moment, you don't be wanting to hear that. Like, sis, yes it is. Sis, this is for me. Sis, I'm supposed to have this. Mister, I'm supposed to have this. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm supposed to have this. Whichever way you put it, I'm supposed to have this. You keep saying I'm not supposed to have this, but I feel like I'm supposed to have this. This is what I've been wanting. This is what I've been waiting for. or if you've been with the person, but that's you. You've been with this person since such and such. You been doing this thing since however long. You can't tell me that I don't know this thing is for me, that I don't know I'm supposed to have this thing, that this is my path, that this is supposed to be my pathway, that this is supposed to align with me, that this does align with me. You can't tell me that. Get into that. You can't tell me that this don't align with me. But no sis, no mister. Sorry to bust your bubble, but it don't align with you. This is not gonna be for you. This is not what you're gonna be doing in the next 5-10 years. This is not who you're going to be with. This is not who I have in my mind. This is not what I have for you. This is not my vision. This is not your vision. This is just what is going on right now. So you just have to think about all these things I stated that come into play and know that it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. Not when you want it to, but when it's supposed to happen and when God feels like you're ready. And don't forget to go order my books off Amazon, or you can pick them up with me. All 3 of them, I'm gonna leave them in the description below for you guys to order them. And my stuff came in the mail, and my daughter thought it was for her brother, and I knew it was for me. I just knew it was for me. So she thought it was for her brother. So since she thought it was for her brother, I just said, all right, we can open it. So I wanted to do unboxing. I wanted to unbox it, but clearly they won't let me wait to open it. So I was souped when it came, but I ordered me some lashes. Some lashes. Yes, honey, yes. They look so cute. And when I told y'all that I made ortho, that I edited, and it came out so perfect. Came out so perfect. My journal, I told you guys about my journal that I made. Yes, order y'all journals. Let's see what that say. Get your shit together, okay? Okay. Let's do this. We can start this now before even 2023 even think about hitting the fan with us. We setting ourselves up now. Set yourself up now. Level up. Go get her. Hustle. Bustle. So you see how I got all the marks. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It came out perfect. It came out this way that I wanted it to. I was so excited when I first opened it. I was so excited. I'm still so excited when I see it, but I know. So now I'm gonna start. Now I have mine. So you guys have to order yours. So you get yours too. So I'm gonna start. Now I'm gonna get myself started and start writing my goals down now. Make sure y'all schedule y'all alone time and brainstorm your ideas, and you treat yourself. Always treat yourself. So I'm gonna get started on mine. Y'all have to get started on yours, okay? Before we get into the 2023. And then I'm gonna show you guys the other ones. I ordered the other ones to see what they wanted. Only thing that I don't like is I should have got a glossy cover, but it's still perfect because I was so nervous that I did the front and the back, but when I was looking, I was like, oh my god, did my back not upload? Did my back not show too? And now that I ordered my copy, now that I have my copy, it did. So I'm so souped. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited now because it got the front and the back, and I was like, I need the front and the back to be fire. I need both of them to be fire, and they both is fire. So y'all go order these. Order y'all journals, okay? Order y'all books, okay? We is elevating ourselves. We is getting into the bag. We is leveling up, level up. We is goal setting, goal getters. We is getting our shit together. We is doing all that good stuff, all that necessary stuff. We is taking time off for ourselves. We is brainstorming, okay? We doing it all. We taking vacations. We taking trips. We get into the bag. All that good stuff. Taking care of our priorities. All that good stuff. Looks so nice. And it's so nice. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like them. Sorter. Or y'all didn't get them from me. Y'all gonna like them because I love it. I love it. I love it.